Look here. Sit down. Thank you. Look. Thank you. Okay, they say that one of the most pitiful things in the world is for someone's income to grow and you not to grow with it. I hope, trust, and pray that this is a sign that I have added value to my life and to that of others. And with all due deference, for the sake of time and protocol, I'm going to forego some of the thank yous and the accolades and the salutations. Those of you, you know I love you. But I cannot even tell my story or begin to tell my story, though, with at least thanking, of course. Look, my entire Team New Vision family, I love you. Darnell and Tracy Self, you know I love you. And then, of course, Don Harvey, you complete me. And I thank you. Now, getting through all of that. Look, for those of you that truly don't know my story, I'm Jermaine Johnson, and in the year 2000, I was actually one of the top 5 youth pastors in the nation. I've been in Christianity Today, Promise Keepers, BET, TBN, worked with Bishop Jakes, Blake, and Long, but still I had a home in foreclosure and 3 children. And I needed some things to change. And January 31st, 2001, somebody invited me out to a hotel briefing. I saw it. I got involved, and my entire life has been changed ever since. But still, to just tell you some of that, because I'm not an overnight success. I've gone through some struggles. I'm not an exception to the rule. Understand. Look, as soon as I got into this business, my sponsor quit, and my sponsor quit. I started, though, the first TMV briefing in the California area 5.5 years ago. All the core team, all the original team of that briefing quit. So I was the only one there except Sonia English. I stayed at the manager position for over a year as an area coordinator. Please don't tell Wilburn Smith that, but I was area coordinator and I was a manager for over a year. But still, I sold my 66 Mustang to keep the briefing going. My entire family quit on me. I went through a divorce. Everybody quit on me except my mother and my 3 children and Don Harvey. Hold on. I'm not going to cry. So look, December 1st, 2004, I woke up to about $8,000 in chargebacks because someone in my business was doing bad, or say the writing faulty business. And so I didn't know what to do, but still I did not quit. At the age of 29, at a Super Saturday, I was having heart palpitations, and they had me hooked up to a heart monitor because I was suffering from a thing called stress. And I needed some things to change. And maybe you just picked up on it, but see, the entire premise of my entire story is that I stutter. From the age or from birth, they labeled me as handicapped. And they said I would probably not be able to do anything. They actually said I would probably only be able to do blue collar work. And so that followed me. But still, I went to a convention in 2001, or actually 2002, OKC. And at that convention, I heard Paul J. Meyer say, in this business, you must be daring, bold, audacious, and slightly obnoxious. And also, it was at that same convention that I heard Harlan Stonecipher, our founder, actually say, look, over the next 90 days, put your head down, draw a line in the sand, and go to work. And I was at the manager position, and Philadelphia 2002 was coming in about 90 days, and I said, I'm going to do it. And in a 90-day period, I skipped director, went straight to executive director. I've never wore a director's pin, and they told me I couldn't do it. But still, but look at this. See, look. See, maybe you ever had to do the briefing and have people on the front row laughing at you because you get stuck on a word. See, or maybe you never had to do a 3-way call and the prospect actually say, man, look, he can't talk. See, maybe, okay, you've ever had to go out in the field and pass out a magazine and it takes you 3 or 4 times to even say hello. See, I stutter, but I searched it out. And the definition of stuttering simply means to have an audible involuntary disruption. And see, maybe yours isn't audible, but all of us in here at some point in times have involuntary disruptions. See, I don't know where yours is, but understand, if you're going to get down here on the front row, you are going to go through some involuntary disruptions. Some of you, maybe they're at your home, maybe they're on your job. Some of you have to go back to them. But still, it's how you respond to them. And so very quickly, I'm just going to give you 5 things that I get through this stuttering process on, and I live my entire life by. And the first one is that, look, if you want to be a failure, any excuse will actually do. The second one that I actually use is that, look, in this business, you must be willing to dwell in the tears of the moment so you can live in the laughter of a lifetime. I'll say it again. You must be willing to dwell in the tears of the moment so you can live in the laughter of a lifetime. And then the third thing I just say to myself all the time, look, I'll just stutter my way into being a millionaire. Talk about me all you want to, doesn't matter. But still, I can say ring. You see, look here, in closing, I found out a couple of things. I found out, though, that God has a plan for your life. And your plan is hidden in your problem. And your problem is a hint of your prophecy. And God will actually use your problem to prepare and to propel you toward your promise. See, for those of you that don't understand it, and I apologize for sounding preachy, but that's me. And understand, Romans 8:19 says, for look, I reckon that these present sufferings or these involuntary disruptions are not worthy to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed. So for all of you, here's the 5th and final way I live my entire life. I love all of you. I thank you all. Anyone that has ever poured anything into me. But for all of you that you're up there and you've been stuck at the same position, way I was, manager for over a year, or they're talking about you, or you're going through some things, I leave you with this. If you want something bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it and life seems useless, worthless without it. If you gladly sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all terror of the opposition for it. If you simply go after that thing that you want with all your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, famine, or gout, sickness, nor pain of body and brain can keep you away from that thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, you will get it. God bless you.